Hi, I'm Richard Meredith. I'm a designer and programmer on Bad North.
So what is Bad North?
Bad North's a minimalistic real-time tactics game with roguelite elements. You're basically on some islands, and the Vikings are coming to try and burn down your houses, and you're trying to defend against the Vikings, save the houses, gather up some resources, and then you move on to the next island because they just keep on chasing you, and they keep on chasing you as you level up and try to survive the oncoming Viking onslaught.
Now, at a glance, this game looks very simple and fun, but I bet it gets really crazy really quickly.
Yeah, it really does. Like the goal is to make it very accessible and very easy to control and interact. We don't want to give people like lots of things to be doing, lots of micromanagement. We want it to be like small numbers of things to do and a limited tool set. But the layouts of the levels and the way that the agents simulate, like every soldier on the battlefield is individually simulating, even though you move them as squads. So that creates a lot of opportunities for lots of systems under the surface that aren't necessarily obvious at first, but as you watch the little guys fight, you can start to see how they behave in different circumstances and learn those systems and the synergies between them and how they interact, and then build up an idea and a mental model of how you play the game from that, rather than learning spreadsheets of numbers and stat lines and everything like that.
Yeah, I've seen up to 4. Once you get 4 or 5 squad, the game gets really intense.
Yeah, and like things can really change on a knife edge. Like we don't expect you to be always doing stuff. Like often you position your troops in the right place, and then generally that works. But things can just go slightly wrong all of a sudden. Like the Vikings might run a different way to what you thought they would. You might get unlucky with some archers coming from the side and taking out a bunch of your pikemen, and then all of a sudden you have to react. And things can really turn from being really good for you to being really badly. But we don't want that to be the whole experience. That's just like every now and again you need to react to stuff. So you always need to be paying attention and be aware of how things are going.
So what was it like working on the Switch, and what did Nintendo provide in terms of support and tech to help make your game a reality?
So realistically, we got the Switch dev kit through Warfury and got onto the developer site. There's documentation and forums there. I think the initial port took like 2 days to actually get it up and running. We've since found a few other problems that are specific to Switch, just because, like, not problems with the Switch, but like some things we have to do differently on Switch to other platforms that have turned up through testing. It's an ongoing process, but for the most part, it's been pretty painless, I think. Yeah.
So when does the game come out, and what other platforms will it be on?
That's a little bit up to debate. So definitely it's coming first on Switch, and there's probably going to be some other platforms at the same time as Switch in like a first grouping, and then sometime after for others. We don't have a full release schedule yet, so we're still working that out.